Hi guys, welcome back to another video with me, Stephanie. So for part one, for her, you probably wonder why she's here. In a video I did previously, if you haven't seen that video, make sure you click in the video right here. So you will be seeing how I make my wig, my frontal unit right here. In this video, I'll be showing you how I styled her. So first in this video, I'm gonna be doing at least 4 things. So first thing, I'm gonna make sure the front is flat. I'm gonna make the whole frontal flat before I do anything else. After I do that, then I'm gonna go ahead and pluck the hairline to make it look a little bit more natural. So for this frontal, it already comes pre-plucked at the edges. It's already pre-plucked, so I'm gonna go ahead and pluck it a little bit more to make it look more natural and a more scalp-like, and it will look more like your edges. So, and after that, then I'll be making a center part. I'm gonna be plucking a part in the middle, and then for the final step, I'll be curling her. So if you are interested and you want to see how I do all of these steps, please continue to watch, and I'll be right back. So now that I will be making sure that before I start, I'm going to make sure that the frontal is secure on this mannequin. So I have 1 pin here, 1 here, and 1 in the middle right here. So before I'm gonna make it flat before I start plucking. So I'm gonna section it off. I'm gonna part in the middle, coming back, 1 in the middle, and I'm gonna pin this away, the side I'm not doing yet. And then I'm gonna work on one side at a time. So for the side right here in the bottom, I'm gonna start by sectioning off this side first, and then I'm gonna pin this part away. So before I do anything, I'm gonna pin both sides away, and then I'm gonna start with just this small part right here. So I'm gonna make everything going flat, going all the way back. So what I'll be using to do that is my curling wand. This part you could use a hot comb, but as I said in one of my videos before, I like using this one, and this is my preference, and it is very easy for me to use. I got this from Amazon, so if you want to check it out, you could go there and check it out. It's like a Remington flat iron. I don't know what number, what size, but I got it there. So however, you could use a hot comb. You don't have to use this one if you don't have it. So first I'll be just pulling the hair back with one hand and using the other one with the curling one to press it back. So basically I'm pressing everything going back. All the hair that's in the front to go back out of the front part. Hair is not pressed back and hair is pressed back. So I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna part it off to make sure I get in the back part of it. And I'm gonna get the back portion of where I need to be flat. Section by section, make that part flat, and then I'm gonna go with the whole thing going back. So you can see that part right here is flat. So now I'm gonna be going to the other side that I part off. So I must do this one smaller. I'm gonna start off with the back portion. Right here you could see where the frontal and the bundles meet. I'm gonna get a little small section from the frontal, part it off like around this much, and I'm gonna flatten it, covering the tracks, so you won't be able to see the tracks after I do that. So I'm gonna put the hair out of the way, use my curling wand, and flatten it. Just press it back, press it back. So this way, if breeze blow, if the wind blows, it won't come and show your weft that easy. And then I'm gonna continue doing it section by section until I get to the other side. So you see I part out this much, this the amount apart and then continue to do it each time. I'm gonna take my time pressing it back. I'm gonna continue and I'm gonna repeat this process until I get to the front part of the frontal. You gotta be patient if you want your hair to look nice and flawless. So you pull the hair with your hand and then flatten it like you're pressing on top of it. Now I am finished pressing one side. You can see the difference with each side. This is one side not pressed, this is the other side pressed. So I'm gonna flatten the other side just like how I did the front part of this one. So when you flatten it, this gives me a guide of where I'm going to pluck easier than when it's not flat. I could barely see where it stops and it will be harder to know how much to pluck and when to stop and when not to stop. So when you flatten it, it helps me to know how much to pluck. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now that I'm finished with step one of making this wig flat in the front, you could see everything out of the front part of the hair. Everything is going all the way back. Next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pluck the hairline a little bit more so it could look a little bit more realistic. What you'll be needing to use for this part is tweezers. So I'll be changing between these two tweezers, so when I get comfortable I will start using with one, but through this whole thing I might just use one tweezer. Sometimes I feel like I need to change and I'll use another one, but let's see. So I'm gonna start off by one side first and then I'm gonna move on to the other side. Now I am finished with one side of plucking the hairline a little bit more. This is how the other side looks. So this one is full and this one is more, this pluck more defined. And I might go back a little bit in this side, but for now I'm gonna go over to the other side and pluck as I did for this side. So now that, as you could see, I am finished with plucking. This is the amount of hair I got from plucking this frontal. So now what I will be doing is I will be plucking my middle part. So I'm gonna first make a part down the middle with my comb. So I'm going to use my curling wand to make way for when I start plucking. So I'm gonna flatten it. the hole that's on the lace. So I'm gonna pluck in one straight line going all the way back so it could be more defined. So now I am finished with plucking the part. You can see it is straight. And there you have it. That's how I do my middle parts. I would pluck it and it would be absolutely straight. I pluck in one straight line on the net. So now I'm gonna go with the curling one and flatten it a little bit more. Now that I have my middle part. So there you have it. This is how I do my middle part. So now I will be moving on to styling her. I will be curling her into some nice big curls. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna section it into 2 parts. So I'm gonna part it down the middle like this. So I'll be having 2 parts. So I'm gonna pin one part up and work with one section and then move to the other side. And I'll be using this curling wand. It's Baby by Baby Bliss Pro, and I got it from a local beauty supply store. So now I'll be making sure I section my wig, and I'm gonna start on this side. So now my curling wand is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and style her. These are my curls. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other side. So I am finished curling. As you can see, she's plucked, has a middle part, and she's styled. So the last thing I have left to do is to comb out these curls that I just did, so it could look more uniform. But first, I'm gonna be using my silk serum that I have from the store. I'm gonna take some and then put it to like get most of the flyaways off of the hair. Let's see, no flyaways after I use the silk serum. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna comb these curls out. Moisturize with my silk serum. And there you have it. I am finished. See that part? The hairline and the curls, full and bouncy. This is 9A grade hair, so if you want to purchase, come in store or shop online. So guys, so now that you see me style my wig first in part 1 video, you see me make her. So now in this video you saw me style her. So if you have any questions, any concern, any anything you want to mention about my wig, if you like her, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, concern, as I said, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. And the link for this wig, well, not the wig, the frontal and the bundles, it will be in the description box down below. So for this wig I used 3 bundles and 13 by 4 frontal. And if you want to achieve the same look, you will find the link of the same here in the link in the description bar down below. So if you like this video and you enjoy and you want to see more, please make sure you subscribe. And in our next video we will be talking about the benefits for that our Brooklyn hair website has to offer for you guys. So I'll see you soon, and